Hey, in this tutorial I'll cover how to create threaded holes with cosmetic threads and adding cosmetic threads to screws. Idea here is if this is a part maybe I am not 3D printing, I don't need to actually create the threads in the part, I can create them cosmetically. To create a hole with a cosmetic thread, we'll use the hole tool. We'll go ahead and place the hole. There's going to be several. I'm going to place one on this surface. At the top here of the menu, we have a setting here, create standard hole. We want to create a standard hole. So it's going to be based on a standard thread hole. We're going to set the placement and offset references. The whole control key on your keyboard to select two of them. So we're going to offset it off of those edges I selected. And we're going to say it's 0.5 inches away from there and 1 inch away from that edge. Alright, the hole for this double bearing part, and it's going to be a UNC thread, 1/2 inch. So I'll pick the screw, 1/2 inch screw, 13 threads per inch, and it automatically plugs it in with the diameter that's correct for that hole, standard. And then I can set the depth of the hole. I want the depth to be 1.125 inches. So it's going to create a threaded hole 1.125 inches deep, and that's a 13 threads per inch UNC 1/2 inch screw. Threaded hole. Click check, and it creates that threaded hole there. And it's cosmetic. It doesn't actually have the threads in it. To add cosmetic threads to a screw, let's say I have this shoulder screw here, and I want to add threads on this portion of this shoulder screw. I can do that. I'll use the Model tab, and under Engineering, we can add cosmetic thread. Okay, we'll set the cosmetic thread to that surface there. We'll say that the thread is we'll use a standard thread. It's going to be 13 UNC. It's going to be say it's another 1/2 inch by 13, and we can select the items. The depth, we can say how far you want the thread to go. So if we want to go from this point to this point, so if we start from this point, we can go all the way out. So if we say we go out 0.5 as an example, or you can also go to selected surface, so from this point there to there, so you can do distance or to a surface, selection surface. We'll click check. It's going to create the cosmetic threads. You don't actually see it, but it'll show up in the drawing as a cosmetic thread. Okay. So again, if we don't need to print it, we can create a cosmetic thread this way.